Solve algebraic equations. I'm Anil Kumar and this is a practice sheet for my students to solve and find solution of an algebraic equation. Now solve algebraic equation means find the value of x which can make left side equals to right side. That is what we mean. So basically what we're trying to say is find x. Value of x so that left side of the equation is equals to the right side of the equation. So that is what we mean when we say solve algebraic equation. Now all these equations which I have taken have fractions involved. Now some of my students are having difficulty in solving such questions, and that is the reason why I have clubbed 6 of them together, and we will do them. 3 I'll do, and these 3 are for you to practice, right? So let's begin with the very first one. Well, some of you can pause the video, copy these questions, try it out, and then look into my suggestions. So the very first one here is x minus 5 divided by 20 equals to 0. Now this technique which we are going to apply here, these are kind of ratios. So our technique is cross multiply. So that is the technique which we are going to apply. Cross multiply, what do I mean? If I have something here, I can just multiply it on the other side. That is my cross. Unfortunately, in these, I don't have anything in the denominator of the other side. Otherwise, I would have multiplied by that, right? Think as if you have 1 there. So multiply this by 1. It remains the same number. So that's the strategy. So when I cross multiply, I get x minus 5 equals to 20 times 0, which I know is 0. And now I have x minus 5 equals to 0. This becomes a simple linear algebraic equation which you can solve by 2 different techniques. You can add 5 on both sides. That is the first technique, right? So if you add 5 on both sides, you get minus 5 plus 5 is 0. So you get x equals to 5. So this is how you could do it. At times what some students who are expert in this, they will just take 5 to the other side, changing the sign, right? So when you take minus 5 from left side to the right side, it becomes positive 5. Change the sign, right? You could do that also. Now let's do the next one. And in this particular case, we will cross multiply. That is the first step always, correct? So we'll do x plus 3. Imagine it has been multiplied by 1, and we get 8 times 2, which is indeed 16. And now we'll take like an expert 3 to the other side, and we'll say x equals to 16 minus 3, and that is equals to 13. So we get our answer, right? So that is how you can get your answer in 3 steps. So that is also the result when you take away minus 3 from both sides, right? So minus 3 will give you 13 on the right side and only x on the left side, right? So that is the way. Correct. Now let's do the third one here, cross multiply. So you get 2 minus 3x equals to 5 times 4. So you could even write 5 times 4. It's one and the same thing, right? 4 times 5 or 5 times 4 will give you 20. Okay. Now in this question, now we will take 2 to the other side. So it is plus 2. So we'll do minus 2 now, right? So we'll do minus 2, minus 2. And if we do that, we're left with minus 3x. We have minus 3x equals to 20 minus 2, which is 18. Now to get x, what can we do? We have to divide by minus 3. So we get x equals to 18 divided by minus 3. When you divide positive by negative, you get a negative number, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So x is equal to 6. That is your solution, correct? Now, for some of you, I will recommend that once we get the solution, you should check your solution also. So let's check it this time for the third equation. What we have here is 2 minus 3x over 4. That is the left side. I'll substitute minus 6 for x. So I get, let me write down here. So change the ink. It's better to do it in blue here. So it is 2 minus 3 times minus 6. So 3 times minus 6 divided by 4, correct. Now minus minus becomes positive, so we get 2 plus 6 times 3 is 18 divided by 4, and that is 20 over 4, and that is indeed equal to 5, which is our right side. So we checked also the solution, correct? So I'd like you to pause the video now, answer the rest of these questions. That should form a good practice for you. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.